Hi, good morning. How are you? My name is Kate, and this is my book review of Simone's Praise. This is a first book from her Praise series. However, this can be read as standalone. It's a love story, and it says, "Forgive us for our sin." This book review has spoilers, and if you are not a fan of it, maybe it's better to watch other videos. However, this one is amazing. I've read this because I saw it on Book Talk and I said, oh, let me try. Because it's very, very intriguing. The name is Priest. I'm not a Roman Catholic, but I'm a Protestant Christian. So I thought it would be nice to read this just to see how a priest love story or the reality of the Roman Catholic faith. And so I love it. The main character is first Tyler Bell. He's very hot, handsome priest. He's been priest for 3 years. He has his own vow, and his sister unalive herself because of a priest crime to a young girl. So she unalive herself. Tyler felt guilt. Tyler saw her at the garage at night. He thought that he was alone and that his family went out for lunch. But when it rained and thundered, he went to the garage to get a battery of a flashlight and saw his sister with a rope and a ladder. So in order to feel like move on and feel free from the guilt, because he's blaming himself, he went to the priesthood, made him bow, and since then he wasn't doing carnal thing until one time Poppy Delfort came. Poppy, she is from a old rich wealthy family. She has a master degree. She's brilliant. She's magna cum laude. Her life is perfect, like the old rich folk. However, Poppy wasn't happy about it, so she moved to an accounting, thought it's boring. Then she went to work as a professional men's club dancer, or you know. And can I mention that? No, it's better if I don't mention that. And that club is exclusive. It's invitation only. That's where she worked. And she went to the church and Tyler was there. She confessed her sin, her carnal sin, and they talk about it. That's how it started. However, while they were talking, Tyler was falling for her. And then one time when she was about to leave, Tyler went out of the, I don't know what they call it, like where you confess. Roman Catholics know it. And they did spies 2 times, but because he has a vow and she knows he has a vow, they did it without contact, so it's technically just making out. And after that, they established a secret relationship until one time while it's raining, she went to Tyler's place. They finally did the deed. They also did the deed in the altar in his kitchen, used holy oil. They did it in the altar, in front of the altar. I'm like, oh my god, that's so spicy and hot. And then they had secret relationship until one time, the ex of Papi, the reason why she's confessing her carnal sin to Tyler in the first place is actually Tyler was also jealous of Sterling, and Sterling got a picture of Tyler going out or coming out of Papi's home, meaning they are known to be doing deed because there's photos. So he blackmailed or threatened Tyler with those photos, and Tyler was calm because he is a priest. And then he has this emotional wreck because he already broke his vow. He is in love with Papi, but at the same time he has community to take care, the church renovation, all the responsibilities to the youth, to the people, and all that stuff. But he made up his mind, he quit. However, when he was about to propose to Poppy, he caught Poppy and Sterling kissing, and so he ran away. And then he went to his fellow priest and confessed. And after that, the bishop called and said, the photos are out. You have a scandal of being in a relationship with one of your parisan, I think it's what you call person from the church. So he went back to Papi's home, but Papi is no longer there. He was employed, he was depressed, and Sean, his older brother, took him to the place where Papi worked, and she's no longer there. So she went out. No, Tyler thought that Papi went with Sterling, being Sterling's mistress. So he went to Africa to forget Papi, and 7 months later he arrived and decided to study. However, he is still in love with Papi, so he went to Sterling's workplace and found out that they weren't together, Sterling and Papi. So he asked, how can I contact her? How can I see her again? Sterling gave it. She went to the church, she was praying, and then they did spice in there. They got married, and the end. Likes. This is the first book that I love so much outside Rina Kent's universe. I've been searching books outside Rina Kent because I'm holding myself. I've been reading all Rina Kent's book, and I still have to wait for August and next year because the girl has to have family and mental rest. So I'm like, oh, I need to find author while she is like, doing her stuff thing. And Shara Simone on Priest never failed. I love it. I was very surprised. I thought once again this is overhyped by Book Talk, but it wasn't. I like the male's POV. I whisper synced it, so I love the voice and the story writing of Tyler. I love how it mentioned Britney Spears. I love how it mentioned about family, about faith. I love the character development, especially of Papi, because she used to work in a men's club and then cheated with her ex that is also married, until making a sacrifice by staying away from Tyler to keep her vow. I also love how Tyler was not problematic character. He wasn't like the other guys, like, very manipulative and all the weird things that guy. This is not a for me, this is not a dark romance because I have a different charter for dark romance, but it was really what I expected. Actually, no, it was more than I expected. It was actually very good. My only dislike in here is Papi leaving Tyler without saying a word, which actually broke my heart and Tyler. Because if you read this, you will see what Tyler went through, even working and digging wells in Africa. But I like it a lot because it has like unexpected turn of events. Dislike only Papi leaving without a word, like everything. My story rating for Praise by Shara Simone Book 1 is 5, and The Spice is 5. I highly do recommend this. I loved it just because this is also the first book that I read that it's all male POV. And maybe it's just me, but while reading this, I also love hearing to the voice of, what's his name? I don't know what his name, but from the Audible, I forgot the name of that guy, but it was really hot. I forgot his name, but the voice is really hot. So I highly recommend you to buy the Kindle and the Audible of it, because it's just like $13 compared to buying a credit in Audible. So you have 2 copies, which is amazing. But if you are broke, you can just buy the Kindle. But yeah, I highly recommend it. Thank you very much for the watch. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next book of this Shara Simone, which will be Sinner's story about his older brother, which is Shambel. Thank you. Bye bye.